Well, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to A Therapeutic Edge. Today, on the table in front of us, we have a new CH knife. Okay, it's not super new. These have been out for a while, but this one is very, very nice. This was actually sent to me by my buddy Chad over at Microphone the Knife on Instagram. I will share with you his Instagram page in the description. This is sort of the top of the line CH knife. Now, I have a number of these CH knives in their D2 and G10 and their titanium and S35VN, a couple in M390, but this one is really, really beautiful. And I think it's worth my time. I think it's worth yours to take a look at it too. So what do you get? Well, you get gorgeous Mokutai inlays, interesting thumb studs that are kind of pink laid into the blade. You get Mokutai on both sides. Now, if you were to order one of these, and they're about $168 right now on AliExpress, you would not get this clip. This is Microphone the Knife's Anno work, and it is beautiful, but it matches out with the Mokutai on this thing really, really well. The backspacer is a single piece of titanium that says Emperor on it, which of course is interesting, and it's got two lanyard holes. Well, it's got what looks like a bit driver and then a lanyard hole. I don't know. I didn't design it. I just like it. The blade itself is S35VN. It comes to a very nice slicey edge. It is a frame lock, as you can see. Look, this is one of those knives that just shows you what a company like CH Knives can do when they really want to. And I wish they would do a lot of this. Now, the action is absolutely spectacular, and you can deploy it either by thumb stud or by flipper. You get, for your $168, now when these came out, they were $128, but in the last 6 or 8 months, they have gone up by 40 bucks. Still, at $168, you will be hard-pressed to do better than this. So let's see what you get, shall we? You get 1, 2, 3, and 3/4 of cutting on 4 inches of S35VN. The overall knife is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 3/4 inches long. The grip area from just behind that flipper tab is 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. It is very, very comfortable in hand. I really enjoy this thing. I'm sad I didn't get one when they were considerably less expensive, but it doesn't mean I won't get one now. I love the style of it, the way that it looks. I think it's very beautiful. Chad's got great knives. Look at how thick that chunk of S35VN is. It's really, it is really something. Now, there are some features which are a little, the jimping on the blade, which doesn't actually cover the blade, it's along the edges, and the jimping back here misses, well, it's very smooth, so it's mostly an aesthetic. Beyond that, there is no jimping at all. A little bit on the flipper tab, which works very well. The knife has a nice sharpening choil, which is not to be confused with a forward finger choil, and because of that, the plunge comes very nicely down to a nice sharp edge. There is a little bit of a recurve back here at that edge, and I think they probably could have done a little better than that. But again, for these materials, you're paying less than $100 less. Well, you're paying $100 less than you would for a similar knife in similar materials from a more expensive company. And by way of example, this is the Kevin John new concept. These knives are very, very similar. S35VN running on ceramic bearings, TC4 titanium, except this one is $280 and this one is $160. And on this one, you don't get the Mokutai and you don't get any of the fancy features. CH Knives has just killed it with this thing. And man, is it comfortable. Now, Chad was nice enough to loan this thing to me, and I've had it in and out of the pocket for a couple of weeks now. I've really enjoyed carrying it, not just because it's beautiful, and it is, but because it's just a really, really functional pocket knife. The blade design allows you to use this thing from everything for basic EDC use up through the kitchen. It has lots of nice sharp edge with a good belly for cuts this way. The design of the knife allows for beautiful push cuts, and I mean smooth, easy push cuts. This thing really chews up some cardboard or rope or whatever you're doing. It has been a real pleasure to have and use this knife. Now, it's going back to Microphone the Knife, and I'm going to miss it enough that I will probably get one here in the near future. Not right away. There are a few other things on my list, but this, at $168, is an excellent pocket knife. Let's do some size comparisons because that is what we do here. Here, of course, is the Rat Model 1, and as you can see, the Emperor and the Rat 1 take up just about the same space in pocket, but you get, well, you get considerably more cutting surface on the Emperor and a much more attractive knife. Unless this is specifically your thing, in which case then you weren't going to want the Emperor anyway, but from my perspective, the Emperor is a lot more attractive. Here, oh, sorry about that. My goodness. Here it is. I am so sorry about that. We were invaded by a cat, so please forgive that weird little blip in the video. Anyway, here it is against the Benchmade Bug Out. This, of course, is the CF Elite model. Look, man, I'm telling you, the Emperor here is just a right-sized knife. It really is. I'm not sure if we did the overall length, so let's do that now. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we did. Sorry about that. But my point is that it is really good sized for anyone's pocket if you have full-size pockets. Now, Women Carry Knives would think this thing is too big, primarily because it would not fit in her jeans pockets very well. It is reasonably light for its size. Let's go ahead and get a measurement on that. Comes in at 4.7 ounces. Now, I know for some of you that is a little heavier than you prefer to carry, but for a titanium and a nice thick chunk of S35VN, it's not a bad weight at all. Let's go ahead and reach through there and grab our calipers. Again, sorry about that, guys. And see what we get in our blade stock and handle thickness. I am curious about that. So if we move this thing to millimeters, which it is, and pinch back here, you are just at just a little over 4 millimeters thick. I'm not sure how accurate these are being right now, so let's call it 4 millimeters of S35VN, which is a very nice thick slice of S35VN. The handle itself is at its thickest spot, 10 millimeters, which is, in fact, considerably less than ½ an inch. It is a nice, thin handle this way. It is very comfortable and easy to hold. Let me try that again. Yeah. Yep. This thing has got marvelous dimensions. It is excellent to carry and excellent to use. I have very much enjoyed it. So what's my final analysis? Well, here's the final analysis and my final thoughts. You can spend tons more money, and $100 is a lot of money more to get a very similar knife. You can spend considerably more money through more name brand companies to get the same materials if you want to. But look, if you're looking for a really good S35VN everyday carry knife with some style, the CH Emperor is really a good way to go. I know I mentioned the action. I'm going to do it again. It is superb. This is a great knife. AliExpress is the place to find them, although they do appear in other places from time to time. If you're interested, I will post a link in the description where you can do just that. Seek this out if you want to. If you have any questions about this knife or any of my knives or the cat that tried to disrupt this video, again, sorry about that. Feel free to ask down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.